All right, let's take a look at the home screen on your EDLA device. This is what it looks like after you log in. These are the apps that show up by default on your home screen. If you want to see all apps, all you have to do is just one finger, make sure you don't get a second finger in there, just swipe up from the middle and it will display all of your apps. If you swipe down, that will dismiss it. If we swipe down from the home screen, notice it opens up our settings. So you can see, for example, like our Bluetooth, or I can switch inputs. It also has some things down here, like if I click the icon that says the letter D, I'm Dan, so I'm signed in right now. This is how you can quickly switch to other users that are on the panel, or maybe add a user. The power button, this is gonna let you like shut it down, or the lockdown button is like turning on the lock screen. So if you're walking away, you can click that and then it will lock the screen for you. And then any notifications you might have from various apps will show up here on the right. If I want to dismiss this, I can just swipe up, or you'll notice there's the home button down here in the middle. That just takes me back to the home screen. Now these icons can be rearranged. For example, if I don't want the settings button, 2-second touch and hold and then drag up to the remove option. And then if I want to add another app, I can swipe up. And then if I want one of these programs, it's a 2-second touch and hold and then drag. And then I can place this back on the home screen again. And again, all these can be moved. So if I don't like where the clock is, I can move it up here to the top right. If I want to move my Google search bar, I can move that as well. It's always just a 2-second touch and hold, and then you can start dragging it around. Now, if you want to add additional widgets, do a 2-second touch and hold, but somewhere where there's not an icon or a widget, and you'll see you have this widgets option. Now what I can do is I can come through and I can scroll and pick some of these. So for example, widgets can give you quick shortcuts to things you use a lot. I use Google Drive a lot, and they have this suggested files widget. It's just a 2-second touch and hold, and I should be able to drag this out and then place it. Now, when you place a widget, it's kind of hard to see, but there's these little dots around it. That lets you resize it, because you can see this is kind of small. So if I grab this dot, or if it goes away, a 2-second touch and hold, get the dots back, and then you should be able to drag and rearrange that. So now I have quick access to anything that I need to open really quickly. Notice that my icons moved around, so you can rearrange those if you want to. Now, one thing I want to point out is that if you have something that you don't want anymore, just like an app, you can 2-second touch and hold and drag it up to the remove button, and then it will get rid of it. You'll see that we have side toolbars turned on. If your side toolbars aren't turned on, what you can do is go to settings. It's a swipe down. There's your settings button, or you can get it from your apps. And then you're going to scroll down on the left to system. And then you're going to see this option called sidebar. You'll notice that it's toggled on right now. And what the sidebars do is they give you some of those shortcuts again. So notice when the sidebar is open, there's the settings. There's also the power button, so I can do that lock screen or the shutdown. You'll also notice there's this toolbox icon. That's going to give you things like the volume, right? So if you want to quickly change the volume, you have freeze screen or spotlight, or if you need a timer. And then you'll have shortcuts to your apps, so you can get to those really quickly. This is your HDMI switcher. The double square icon, these are your recent apps. So if you want to switch back to a program you had open a second ago, you can simply do that by touching the double square icon. The double square icon is also down here. There's your home button again. So you have 2 home buttons. Some panels have a physical home button, but if you ever need to get back to your home screen, you can press that. The circle on the very top is the back button. So if you're on a website and you want to go back, you can press that. And then of course you have the pen tool, which you use for annotations. We have a separate video that covers how to use the pen tool, but this is just to give you an overview of the home screen. So once you've logged in, you have a lot of customization. That's kind of how you navigate everything. The side toolbars are really helpful. Make sure you have those turned on, and then you can start playing around and basically make the panel exactly how you want to use it in your classroom.